Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are doing another Temu haul. This one is more specific to silicone molds, although I did get a few cosmetics containers and some tools and whatnot. Okay, so let's get onto it. So I'm gonna start with the non-silicone mold things first. We get those out of the way, and then we will look at the silicone molds, and I will insert a picture here for the mold and what kind of item it produces. Okay, so let's start with this beautiful thing. I got this in my previous order, but it was cracked, so I ordered another one. And the best thing about Temu is when you send them a picture that there's a default or there's something wrong with your item, they will refund you directly. Okay, so this is just some sort of a protective glass. It's made of acrylic, I think, or plastic. So you just put it on your face and it's protective if you're working with. This one for me is mainly if I'm working with jump rings or some tools. Sometimes I have a rotary tool that has like a cutter and you need to protect your face. Okay, next I have this cute little glass beaker, I think. I just liked how it looks. I also have a few more glass beakers. This one comes in 4 sizes. Now, I'm not going to put links or show prices. Temu is pretty cheap and it's way cheaper than any other websites that we get from. So whatever the thing here that you like, if you send me, I might send you the link if I am able to find it. However, if you just go on to Temu, search for whatever you want, there are several listings. They keep changing all the time. So there's nothing which is like, if today it's for $2, tomorrow it could be $3, after tomorrow it could be 1.5, and so on. So it's pointless to keep putting the prices over here. Okay, next we have this double boiler. I like to do some body butters and whatnot. Next are these little strainer looking things, but these are used for incense burners. What I mean by that is, so this mold is an incense burner, and in this part of the world, incense is a very big thing. So you put the coal and you burn your incense on top like that. Okay, next I got these very nice containers. These are for cosmetics mainly, could be for perfumes. Actually, I think it's mainly for creams or lotions. It's a vacuum pump and you just click this way and you get the product from this side. So I got a few of these. There are 2 sizes. I got the smaller size and the bigger size because I want to do some favors for my friends. I also got this one, which is a roller, and I'm thinking of using this with like an eye cream or an eye oil or something. It's also vacuum pump, and you press here and then the product comes out and you roll. Okay, there's also these jars, and what I like about those is that first it has this cover, and usually when I buy my cosmetics jars I don't like to scoop with my fingers, so these have this cool scooper that is incorporated into the jar itself. So I love that. It comes in 3 sizes. Okay, next I also got these protective goggles. I just like protecting my face, so these are also a good purchase. Next we have these little pearl stickers. So they are adhesive pearls and they have adhesive on the back. Let me get a closer look. There you go. They're gorgeous. Okay, and I also got this metallic gold color, which is for resin or Jesmonite or things like that. I will show you in future videos. I got this little whisk also for my resin and Jesmonite work. And I also got 2 items that are for sanding Jesmonite. Whoops, there we go. So this one, you attach your sandpaper and you sand the items. And this one is sort of the same way, but kind of a mini version. So you stick the sanding paper on this part and you sand your item. I also got this mini grinder. I think I have a purpose for it. I haven't tested it yet, so I'm going to test that soon. I got some measuring cups. I got 2 of them, this one and a larger one. And I also got some makeup brushes, but I'm not going to be using those for makeup. I will be using them in my crafting. They're very soft and fluffy, so I'll be using these in my craft room. And I also got this. Now, I'm a tea person, so I got this tea glass cup, whatever you may call it. So you would keep your water here and you would keep your tea leaves here, and there's a strainer in the middle, and you can carry it with you to go, and it's glass. And this one is a double the double glass, so that it's not hot when you are holding it. Okay, and the last thing, which is a non-silicone mold, is this hanger. Now this is the type that slides in and out. So under my desk is where I have my my heat tool and my glue gun and a few silicone mats, and I'm hanging them on hooks, individual hooks like these. So I think I'm going to swap it with this one. Okay, now let's get onto the silicone molds. Now, like I said, let me get this out of the way. So the silicone molds, these are pretty sturdy. My only concern is the longevity of these molds, so I will report back after I use them. So there's 4 of these, and these are, like I said, incense burner molds. So this one is in the shape of a heart, so it's 2 sides. I will insert a picture here so that you can see what I'm talking about. So this is a heart, there's a circle, a hexagon, and there's a 4th one. Let me find. Oh, there's a square one with a rounded square, but I'm already testing it right now, so that is drying out. Okay, next there was this set of 3 silicone molds, which is a vase or a vase, however you pronounce it, and this little container and the little tray. Now, some of these molds come a little bit deformed, so you need to be mindful when you are pouring, whether it's resin, Jesmonite, concrete, cement, whatever you're using. If you can see over here, this bit is a bit narrow than this one. So if you have anything circular that you can put it in, especially when you pour something heavy like Jesmonite, it sometimes will puddle or pull like that. So that's the only concern I have about these little thin, flimsy molds. Okay, but they look good to me for now. Next, we have another incense burner. Again, I'll insert a picture here of how this looks like. This one sort of worries me a bit because I think it would be a hassle to pull this out. That's why I don't like these long type of molds, because it's a struggle to get them out. I honestly thought this one was kind of tiny, but it's a huge one. Okay. Next we have this over here, and this also is a little container. It could be a candle jar, it could be just a container, and this is the lid for it. Okay, I'll insert a picture here for how that looks. This is an incense holder, so it has, you know, that incense that is the long, like those over here. So this bit becomes a hole when you cast your mold. And another one, which is an eye. And I've seen gorgeous pictures of this. I'm gonna try to recreate it. There's also a lip, which I'm already trying out right now, and it hasn't dried out yet. And I'll insert a picture here. Okay, next is this mold, which is a tiny, it's kind of like a tag, or it could be added to like a keychain, but some people use them as a aroma diffuser. So they make it out of Jesmonite or cement, and they kind of infuse it with essential oils and put it in the car or in your closet and so on. Next we have this tray. I've seen this a lot online and I wanted to give it a go as well. And I have this also collapsible mixer container thing, like a cup to mix your resin or Jesmonite. And this one I was pretty excited about. This is the, so it's like a mold for the 7 chakras. And it has, if you can see, it has all the symbols. So this one is sort of like a flat circle. And this one is sort of like a domed circle. Okay. And, oh, there's something here. This is a drawstring bag that you can strain. It's sort of like a strainer, so you can strain anything with it. I want to use it to strain my Jesmonite so that I don't get grainy bits. I also got this mold of half a face of this girl who's like putting her arms around her face, and it's like a little vase, or you can use it to keep your makeup brushes inside. I'll insert a picture here. Next we have a coaster mold. Now, I don't understand this because this is supposed to be the base for these coasters. So this side is the base, but then there's only 2 coasters. So it doesn't make sense. They should have been another set because this holds 4. But yeah, I mean, it's cheap. So next are these coasters that I'm sure you've been seeing everywhere. I mean, they can be used as coasters or little trays. These bubble trays. Let me show you one that I already made with cement, white cement. Just let me grab it. So this is how it looks like. I love the look of it. So I think those are called bubble coasters. So I got 4 of those. And next is this tiny tray. It's a trinket tray. And I'll insert a picture here of how it looks like once it's casted. This is also a tiny cute mold, which is for diffusers, aroma diffusers. These are angel wings. And I got another tray mold, which is a heart shape. And next is these I can't remember the name of them. These are also incense holders, and I have this trinket tray as well. It's also a heart. And the last mold that I have been wanting to get for years, but never ever had the guts to buy it, because for me it's a very large project, and it's these 3-tiered trays, confectionery trays. So it comes with the hardware, and I'll insert a picture here of how that should look like. So that was it for this video, you guys. I'm going to try out these molds. I'm going to have some videos with them and show you how they turn out. And I'm also going to see the longevity of them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.